And Jordan Meadows of the Shady Spring Tigers. Tigers playing Logan. First round of the state tournament. You'll have your horse on the mound. They'll probably, I would assume that Logan will have their horse on the mound, but imagine that being Dawson Maynard.
Right.
But you've got Cam Mans going, and I know you've stated on numerous times you feel confident when he's on the mound. He was on the mound the first Logan game. It didn't work out. What will he have to do different to make this a successful start at Power Park?
Yeah, one crazy thing about that is Cam averages about 10 strikeouts a game, and against Logan he had 0. I think he was just kind of like he wasn't hitting his spots as well as he usually does. But I mean, when Cam's on the mound, he mixes it up well enough to where even good hitters will make mistakes, and then it's just one of those things that, I mean, just confident. I love watching him pitch. I mean, he has that even keel, and he has the state tournament experience with basketball and football. I mean, he just knows what he's doing out there, and it's awesome to watch.
How would that carry over the fact that he's played 6 state tournament games in basketball, made the playoffs last year in football?
Right.
How does that carry over into football?
I mean,
baseball.
Yeah, it just gives him that like kind of calm mentality, especially when he's on the mound. I mean, any other junior in high school baseball might be a little nervous their first time at Power Park, but I'm not worried about him, and he's dialed in at all times. And if anybody performs in big games, it's definitely Cam.
Do you think the Independence game last year even it not only woke people up in this area to what he's about, maybe even him, that he could do it at this level?
Right.
And I know he said baseball is his sport, what he wants to do.
Right.
Do you think that Independence game last year, when he was able to beat them, that was maybe the impetus for getting him to where he's at right now this year?
Yeah, because freshman year he didn't get to play because of COVID, and then sophomore year he didn't get to play all the way until May because they were the state tournament run with COVID. It got pushed everything back, so he really didn't get going until sectional started against Independence in that first big game where he threw a one-hitter against Independence. I mean, that kind of put him on the map, which we all knew what he was capable of. But then this year he said he wanted to redeem himself and do it again at Independence, and he did. I mean, he put us in the driver's seat. But I mean, Cam with only 1 loss in the year to Logan, he kind of wants to redeem himself against Logan and make it happen.
What's the one thing about him that makes him one of the best pitchers in your mind in this area, if not the state?
Well, I mean, obviously he has the velo. He throws 85, 86, but I mean, his curveball is probably one of the craziest things I've ever seen. And he mixes it up well. He's smart enough on the mound that no matter what our pitching coach calls, he's smart enough to do the right things.
So you have the utmost confidence he's going to go down there and do what he does?
Yeah, he's going to do what he does. I mean, like I said, if anybody performs in big games, it's definitely Cam.
Do you feel like you have guys ready? If you know, the state tournament's a weird thing. Sometimes, I think it happened with Independence last year when they had to go to Sipes. Do you feel like you got guys the rotation way you need it to be for this last 2-game push?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you got to play to win the first one to get to the state championship. So we got Alex and David, and with the day's rest on Friday, we can throw them 50 pitches and still be able to pitch in the state championship. So we're going to try to do everything we can to win the first one because, I mean, you can't play for tomorrow and when you get to Charleston.
One more on pitching. I would imagine at this point you can't say too much about David Young either. The job he did.
Yeah, Iceman Young. I mean, whenever you got a game 3 against Bluefield, we just tell him to throw strikes. I mean, he pitches for contact, but the kid's a stud. He's the Greg Max of our team.
So you've got a lot of different guys in there you can put in for situations if need be.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you can kind of sandwich them between the two. I mean, you got Velo with Cam and then Velo with Alex, and you put David in the middle, and he gets the job done.
At this point, is it simple as just throw strikes?
Absolutely, yeah, and make our team make the plays. I mean, with a big field like that, I don't see many home runs at Power Park, but I mean, a few people hit them out. But Bowen Field, we kind of got the experience last week in regionals at Bowen Field, but with a big neutral site field, I mean, I like the chances that came on the mound.
All right, hey Jordan, I appreciate it.
Thank
man.
you.
Thank you.